This is not a corporate monopoly, we believe, but a public. Hello, and as the government team strongly support today's motion that this House will let the government fully own and manage all public transportation in Indonesia. We believe that public transportation is not just a commodity or a profit-driven business. It is a basic right and essential service. That is why the state must be the sole owner and manager to ensure fairness, efficiency, and long-term national development. Currently, public transportation in Indonesia is fragmented and inconsistent. It is managed by a mix of local governments, state-owned enterprise, and private companies. As a result, there is no integrated national system. Fares and service vary across regions, and rural or less profitable areas are often left behind. The private sector naturally focuses only on roads that generate profits, not on public needs. Our proposal is clear. The national government will take full ownership and control overall public transportation system. This includes infrastructure, fare system, schedules, digital technology, and service delivery. The private sector may still contribute as technical contractors, but not as owner or decision makers. With full government control, we can build a standardized and nationally integrated system. Imagine a unified ticketing and schedule system across the country. Mobility would become much easier and more accessible. The government will also be able to serve remote and rural regions that private companies tend to ignore, fulfilling our responsibility to ensure social equity. Beyond accessibility, public ownership will support environmental and urban planning goals. Efficient mass transportation reduces emissions, decreases traffic congestion, and allows for better long-term city development. Only the state has the capacity to invest in long-term, large-scale infrastructure like building railways in Papua or bus networks in small towns, which might not be profitable but are socially necessary. We also have response to the opposition if they claim that government is inefficient. We argue that efficiency can be improved through digital reforms, data system, and accountability measures. If they say private companies are more innovative, we do not reject innovation. We welcome public-private cooperation as long as the control remains in public hands. If they fear monopolization, we remind them. This is not a corporate monopoly, but a public service, just like public education and healthcare. So in conclusion, we strongly believe that public transportation should not be left to the market. It must be fully owned and managed by the government in order to guarantee fairness, integration, and long-term sustainability. For all these reasons, we firmly stand with the motion. Thank you. Hello, I'm from the opposition team. We reject this motion because we believe full state control would bring more problems than solutions. The government should play a role, but full ownership and control is not the solutions. Public transportation should be efficient, innovative, and accessible, and that can only happen through balanced collaboration between public and private sectors. We do not defend the status quo, but we propose a better alternative. The government sets strict regulation and policies, while empowering regional governments and the private sector to run and innovate. This system promotes efficiency and flexibility without creating a government monopoly. Today, transportation in Indonesia is decentralized. Local government manage their own transport system, often partnering with private operators. While it's far from perfect, it's allow competition, adaptability, and local innovation. For example, Gojek and other ride-hailing platforms emerged from the private sector and drastically improved access in places where government transport was weak or absent. We argue that if the government owns everything, it creates a monopoly. Without competition, there is no pressure to innovate. History shows that monopolies, especially state-owned ones, often lead to stagnations. Private companies are more responsive to user needs, more willing to adapt technology, and more customer-focused. Government-led projects are often slow and bureaucratic. Government-led projects are often slow and bureaucratic. Mega government projects often suffer from inefficiency, delays, and corruptions. We have seen this from busway delays to misallocated railway budgets. With full control, the government absorbs all the losses, while other critical sectors might suffer. Government funds could be drained into one sector while healthcare and education still need funding. Indonesia is a vast and diverse country. Transport needs in Jakarta are totally different from those in Maluku or Aceh. When everything is centralized, we lose local creativity and responsiveness. Under our model, the national government sets standards and funding, but execution remains localized and flexible. If people claim government is fairer, we disagree. Strong regulation and subsidies can ensure fairness without eliminating the private sectors. We stand against this motion because we believe a more efficient and sustainable system can be achieved through structured public-private collaboration, not through government monopoly. Thank you.